Oh boy, you know, apple is one of the greatest fruits that have ever been created. And it looks like we have a new player, Molly.
Oof, that's changing the game.
Exactly. And we have with us Fred Westcott. He is the president of Honey Bear Brands. Apple, or what do you call it? Orchard, or what do you call it?
Well, Honey Bear Brands is our national marketing arm. We have orchards in regions that extend from Washington to the East
And where
Coast.
are you based out of?
We're based out of the Midwest, right here.
All right.
And this variety happens to be born and raised out of this Midwest.
All right, and what is this variety that we are talking about? We mentioned earlier that Honeycrisp, one of the most popular apples developed up at the University of Minnesota, yes. And this is a descendant?
Well, this area actually has a rich tradition and history of genetic pool that provides great characteristics to bring to new apple varieties.
This area being where? I'm sorry?
The Midwest.
Okay,
and the Midwest has always had a historic consumer base of apple eaters and apple connoisseurs, actually. So the University of Minnesota has made many contributions with varieties. This variety is the Pazzaz variety. Pazzaz. It's a new variety out of our development program that is currently being showcased in select retailers around the country and in select regions. And of course, Iowa and Minnesota would fall right into the preferred regions. Mm-hmm. So this variety, a little background on apples. It's one of the oldest fruits, and it has one of the most diverse profiles of characteristics. If there is anybody that says they don't like apples, what they're really saying is they haven't found the apple that fits their palate.
Because there's so many.
There is such a wide range.
Like how many ballpark?
There is figures of 6,000 varieties. And what it is there's a range of profiles. And it's the way that certain characteristics play on each other. And three big ones are the starch, sugars, and acids. Then you have subtle ones that are the pectins and the flavonoids and stuff. But long story short, this variety captures the great texture brought to the varieties by Honeycrisp, plus then it captures much more intense flavors created by higher sugars and higher acids. And the great part about it is this variety improves in flavor for a long period of time as these components play on each other, rather than a number of varieties. You'll pick it and it eats great, but it rapidly degrades. Mm-hmm. So, for example, this variety right now is being showcased in this region because it is ready to bring to the marketplace.
Now, when did you pick this guy here?
This is a late October harvest apple. Okay. And the whole apple crop is harvested between September and October. It's just that different varieties have different capacity to store and to hold, and many of them lose flavor.
Okay.
Or if you take Honeycrisp, Honeycrisp at the peak of harvest has all of its starches changed to sugar.
Okay.
And so its best eating experience is at the point it's harvested. If you take this variety, the starch is only half turned. This has more sugar than Honeycrisp, and it also has more acidity. Thus, it gives a little more tang.
A little more tart? A
little tartness imparted with the sugar. It gives a little more zing to the eating experience. And I always say, if oatmeal is your favorite food, this probably isn't going to be your favorite apple. But if you like to take your taste buds to the party, then this is a great variety. It has some zing to it.
Now, how about when we talk price point here, real close now, compared to what Honeycrisp apples are? Because you know, it's no secret Honeycrisp apples cost more.
Honeycrisp apples cost more to grow and distribute, and the packouts are lower. This variety has many of those same characteristics. The big change that took place in the apple industry is that apple varieties used to be brought to the market based on how much tonnage you could produce per acre, how they would handle through the supply distribution chain, and get to the consumer. So when you think about the varieties that have dominated the marketplace for the last 50 years, it was not about this wonderful eating experience, it was about the ability to make it through the system. And I don't want to pick on any variety. Iowa, of course, is known for Red Delicious, but Red Delicious is certainly not the top of the game when it comes to eating experience.
All right,
Speaking of eating, yeah.
experience,
Let's dive in
we've
here.
been looking at this thing and our mouths are watering right now.
I'll see if I can cut this
Woo, good
down
job.
to
Pazzaz, and it's spelled P-A-Z-A-Z-Z.
Z-A-Z-Z.
Okay, we'll grab this
If you're
here.
looking for it in stores.
And it's going to be out starting today. Just look at it in your local grocery and see if you have some people that are sampling these.
Yes. So one of the markets that's being released in and showcased is the Des Moines market.
That does have
really
some nice
good.
tartness to it.
It
I'm
has.
not just saying that because you're here. It's really good.
Interesting enough, you guys are also fortunate to have one of the premier retailers in the country in this area. So when we bring these high quality products to the marketplace, Iowa is a great, and Des Moines area is a great area to
It tastes
showcase
like
them.
candy.
It is really
It's
good.
really
Well, you have high sugars in this. You get a little bit of that acid zing into it and tanginess, and you get the textures.
Beautiful. Honey Bear Brands. Go get some more information online for that. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for
What a great
having me.
apple. Thank you very much for bringing it in.
Appreciate it.